This conversation is powered by Google Illuminate. Check out illuminate.google.com for more. Ever wished learning physics was more interactive? Like less textbook, more bungee jumping simulations?
That's the dream, right? Making learning fun and engaging.
Exactly. Today's discussion is all about a website doing just that. It's packed with interactive resources, simulations, and even games.
It's a treasure trove for students and teachers alike. Think of it as a digital playground for physics and beyond.
A digital playground? I like that. So let's dive in. So this website, it's got everything from basic physics to more advanced topics, right?
Yep, it covers a huge range, from the fundamentals of quantities and measurements all the way to modern physics concepts like quantum physics and relativity. And it's not just physics. There's chemistry, biology, and even math resources.
Wow, that's quite a scope. Is it all just text, or are there actual interactive elements?
Oh, it's far from just text. The real strength lies in its interactive simulations and applets. Many are built using JavaScript, making them accessible in web browsers.
So these simulations, are they just for show, or do they actually help with learning?
They're designed to be educational tools. For example, there's a bungee jumping simulation that lets you adjust parameters and see how they affect the jump. It's a much more engaging way to learn about forces and energy than reading a textbook.
I can see that. It's like a virtual lab, right? You can experiment without the mess.
Precisely. And there are simulations for all sorts of concepts, from simple harmonic motion to electric circuits. It's a hands-on approach to learning complex ideas.
You mentioned it covers a lot of subjects. Does it cater to different age groups?
Absolutely. There are resources tailored for primary school students all the way up to secondary and even tertiary levels. The math section, for instance, starts with perfect arithmetic and progresses to more advanced topics like statistics and probability.
That's impressive. And what about the quality of the resources? Are they well-made and easy to use?
Generally, yes. Many of the simulations are visually appealing and intuitive to use. The website also provides clear explanations and learning goals for each resource.
I noticed some games listed. Are these just for fun, or do they have an educational purpose?
They're designed to be both fun and educational. For example, there's a recycling game that teaches about waste management while engaging students in a playful way. It's a clever way to reinforce learning.
That's smart. It's a great way to make learning more enjoyable and memorable. Does the site offer any support for teachers?
Yes, there are resources specifically for teachers, including lesson plans and formative assessment tools. It's clearly designed to be a comprehensive resource for educators.
You mentioned JavaScript. Is there anything else technically interesting about the site?
Many of the simulations are built using the Easy JavaScript Simulations, or EJS library, which is open source. This means the code is freely available, and educators can even modify or adapt the simulations to their needs.
That's fantastic. Open source is always a plus. What about licensing for the content itself?
The content is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike license, which means it can be freely shared and adapted as long as proper attribution is given. There are some exceptions for commercial use of the EJS library itself, though.
Does the site have a community aspect? Is there a way for users to interact with each other?
While there isn't a direct forum or social aspect, the open source nature of many resources allows for collaboration and community contributions. The website also displays real-time user statistics, showing the number of guests and articles viewed.
That's a nice touch. It gives a sense of the site's reach and impact. Yeah, it's interesting to see those numbers. I noticed a section with popular tags. How is the content organized?
The content is organized by subject and topic, making it easy to find specific resources. The popular tags provide a quick way to see what's trending or most frequently accessed. It's a well-structured site.
That makes sense. It's important to have a good system for navigating such a large collection of resources. Looking ahead, what kind of potential does this website have?
The potential is enormous. As more interactive simulations and resources are added, it could become an even more valuable tool for educators and students worldwide. Its open-source nature encourages collaboration and innovation.
It's a great example of how technology can enhance education. It's really changing how people learn. So overall, what's your take on this website?
I think it's a fantastic resource. It's well-designed, comprehensive, and offers a unique approach to learning science and math. The interactive simulations are a game changer.
I agree. It's a refreshing take on educational resources. It's a great example of how technology can make learning more engaging and effective. So for our listeners, where can they find this amazing website?
I'll leave a link in the show notes, but it's easy to find by searching Open Educational Resources/Open Source Physics at Singapore.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about the site? Any hidden gems or features you think our listeners should know about?
I think the sheer variety of resources is what makes it stand out. It's not just about physics. It's a multidisciplinary platform that caters to a wide range of learning styles and needs. It's a truly valuable resource.
That's a great point. It's not just about the individual simulations, but the overall ecosystem it creates for learning.
Exactly. It's a community-driven approach to education, and that's what makes it so powerful.
That was a great discussion. Thanks for sharing your insights.